Hi, my name is Sam Obafemi, Coach Sam. Yes, I'm sharing about emotional intelligence on this journey with Imisi Olua Owolabi, Fit for Purpose 2021. I am very proud and glad to have the privilege to share with you on this topic because 2021 is a very strategic year. It is that year that you must stay on your lane. It's that year that you must stay in focus. It is that year that you must stay, objectively, conserving your energies and understanding your long-term prerogatives and priorities. So I'm going to be sharing about emotional intelligence, and this is a 3-part series. So this is the first part, and I'll be sharing a couple of things. Hopefully you can hear me and also read in between the lines, because I believe that the Holy Spirit will minister to you areas that you must adjust and you must improve on. First and foremost, I need to let you know that our character is the determinant of how far we can go in life. You've heard the term attitude determines altitude, which means how you behave determines how far you will go. I need to let you know that the fact that we are infilled with the Holy Spirit, the fact that we are born again, the fact that we are living a Christ-focused life does not remove the responsibility of being of good character and of a proper attitude. I'll take that again. The fact that you are filled with the Holy Spirit, the fact that you're living a Christ-directed life does not remove you from the responsibility of being of good character and having the proper attitude. This is very key for you to take note of. You know why? Because we have found many of us in Christendom, many of us who are born again, many of us who are spirit-filled are guilty of a wrong attitude, of a bad attitude, and of flaws in our character that despite knowing what they are, we're not working towards them. And that is very unfortunate. So Christ in himself, through the Holy Spirit, has possessed us and is warning and opening our eyes and helping us meet people and read books and encounter situations that are telling us, you need to work on this behavior, you need to work on this character, you need to improve in this area, you need to drop this bad behavior. But we're not listening. We say, no, I'm filled with the Holy Spirit. This is not from God. I can do all things. You need to readjust. This is the year to listen. And that is one of the things that emotional intelligence talks about. What is emotional intelligence? Emotional intelligence is a skill where you learn about yourself and you use that knowledge to manage people and manage situations. You learn about yourself. You use that knowledge to manage people and manage situations. Learning about yourself is an expose, is a journey of self-awareness where you are finding out who you are, whom you have become. Because every day we're a product of all the days of our lives to date. I'll take that again. Every day we're a product of the days of our life to date, the years, the months, the encounters, the situations, the relationships, the exposures, everything till date, we're a product. So where you were born is part of what you have become. The schools you have been, the friends you have kept, the life you have lived, the exposures you've had, the bad things you've done, the good things you've done, the places you work, the relationships you've encountered, everything sums up to whom you have become. So awareness helps you assess and say, this is whom I have become by virtue of where I was born. So someone that was born in a ghetto cannot or may not likely turn out to be like someone that was born, say, in a palace. Someone that was born in the streets may not be like someone that was born in a home full of love and attention and security. These things matter. So whom we have become is a factor that tells us who we are and how we see life. The second thing about what makes us know whom we have become is our environment. So, like I said earlier, the church you worship is a determinant of whom you have become. So, someone that attends CC, Celestial, or Cherubim and Seraphim may differ from how someone who attends MFM behaves, may differ from whom attends Redeemed Church, may differ from whom attends the Fountain of Life Church. These things inform our behaviors. It affects whom we have become. And then, of course, our life's experiences also affect whom we have become. So I, for instance, I've been through many churches. I was born in the Apostolic Church. Then I attended Assemblies of God. My family moved to Assemblies of God. Then I moved to Lagos. I attended Redeemed Church, where I met Imisi. Then I left Redeemed. No, I didn't meet Imisi at Redeemed Church. I attended Redeemed Church as a copper. Then after service here, I attended Foursquare Gospel Church. And then when I left Foursquare Gospel Church, I moved to Abuja. I now joined his treasure house. Now, so all this while, I may have had an experience while I was a copper and I was in Redeemed, and it touched me. And I said, this is not what I want. Then I moved to another church. Now, my personal experience would inform my behavior. It has also affected whom I have become. So in summary, whom you have become is a summation of all you have been through your life. And guess what? Whom you have become may have been dysfunctional. So this is where I'm going. The fact that you are filled with the Holy Spirit does not erase your history, does not erase where you are coming from, does not erase whom you have become. It's EQ that we use to learn these things. Now, when you are aware of what's happening with you and what's happening to you, the next thing is to ask yourself, how am I managing what I have become? Now that is EQ. Emotional intelligence says it is the awareness, the skill where you learn about yourself and using that information to manage other people and situations. So it means that as I'm learning about myself, I'm using that information to manage myself. Oh, I learned that I don't like voices raised at me. So when you raise your voice at me, I'm checking myself. What does this mean to me? And what can I do with it? Oh, I hate to be lied to. So when I'm lied to, I'm asking myself, what does this mean to me? And what do I want to do about it? Oh, I hate to be cheated. So when I'm cheated, I'm checking myself, what does this mean to me? And what do I want to do about it? Oh, I love to be celebrated. So when I'm celebrated, I ask myself, what does this mean to me? And what do I want to do about it? Everything you do is a function of how you feel. But everything you feel is a function of how things mean to you. The interpretation you give things become what you feel about them. And what you feel about them become how you respond to them. That's the way life works. So what that means is we are only meaning-making machines. Nothing has any meaning unless the meaning you give it. So it means that as things are happening to you, around you, for you, against you, you are giving an interpretation to them. And where is the interpretation coming from? It's coming from your upbringing. It's coming from your environment. It's coming from your personal experiences. It's coming from all the collation of things you have become. As you were becoming, you were creating impressions and meanings and interpretations to events, and that way you're able to think through them. So things don't happen because of that's the way it is. Things happen because of how we are. That is why they say it's not everything that looks like what it seems. Why? Because things are not how they are. Things are how we see them. And as we see them, we think in that light. And as we think in that light, we feel in that light. And as we feel in that light, we behave in that light. So in 2021, you want to ask yourself, why do I think how I think? How do I arrive at this kind of conclusions? Why do I believe what I believe? And why am I using it to respond how I'm responding? If you can ask these questions, then you ask yourself, is this functional or dysfunctional? Is this building me or destroying me? Is this empowering me or disempowering me? I will come to you again very soon. Thank you for staying with me. I love you. Bye.